there's no this is, all the links in the description box. Mm. We did Seattle the other day, man. Austin, mm. Austin. That's a woke city right here, man. Jesus Christ.
While the mayor and city council were in the working session talking about police contracts, the attorneys for Anthony Marquise Franklin were outside City Hall begging for justice. Franklin was shot and killed by 3 APD officers last month. Fox 7 Austin's Amanda Ruiz is joining us live outside City Hall with more on that. Amanda.
No.
Yes, Mike, the attorneys are calling what happened murder and want the officers responsible to be held accountable.
Mr. Franklin did not deserve to die.
It's a simple.
Oh God, this motherfucker, Bakari Sellers. Remember him from CNN? I seen him on a lot of these things lately, man. I think they got rid of him at CNN. This is his new job, man. Just running around doing this shit.
Mr. Franklin did not deserve to die.
It's as simple as that for the attorneys of Anthony Franklin's family, who are fighting for justice after he was shot to death by 3 Austin police officers.
That incident was unjustified. We believe it was murder.
Shortly before midnight on January 15th, police were looking for a man with a gun after receiving multiple 911 calls saying someone was shooting near Lavaca and 5th Street.
There's a guy shooting.
Police say there were 3.
Okay, so they didn't pull his name out of a hat. It's a chaotic scene. When you hear this, man, Crook County, you're headed over there like a bat out of hell, right?
Yeah, man. This the instinct. You're flying.
There's a guy shooting.
5th Street.
There's a guy shooting.
Police say there were 3 officers.
You know we
searching
don't
on
hear
an
that
APD
too, though.
utility.
You know that, right?
You don't hear that.
Yeah, we don't hear that. It's weird. Like we get the call, shots fired, male, blah
Shots
blah blah.
fired,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know.
Okay.
Shooting near Lavaca and 5th Street.
There's a guy shooting.
Police say there were 3 officers searching on an APD utility vehicle when they saw 30-year-old Anthony Franklin, who they claimed matched the shooter's description.
Show me your hand!
In the footage, an unidentified man jumps over a ledge, followed by Franklin holding a gun.
I mean, what the fuck? All this shit, all these stories we covered, and you got this big, tall fucking ape over here fucking complaining about this. This is the one that these fucking apes right here in suits are fucking bent out of shape about. This is the guy that's got them all bent out of shape. This is the guy whose case is like, yo, this can't happen. All the fucking stories I showed you today, just today.
This is the line drawn in the sand.
Yeah, this is where this is where this buck stops here. These are apes in suits, man. I mean, I hate to say it, man. I'm a Sun man too. These are literally apes in suits who've been taught to speak a language. They've been taught a language that basically just apes in suits. It's that simple, man. If this is the one that they're fucking been out of shape, and I'm just talking about all the stories in just St. Louis and just in fucking on Austin. I mean, like, just think about, we haven't done every single city. We haven't done all 10,000 cities tonight. We've done a few other cities tonight. Think about if we did all 10,000 cities just today, just the cases for today. This is what these fucking guys found to be bent out of shape about. These are apes. At least, even if they're men, they have the brains of apes, because this is just a repeated behavior. This is not a one-off. Every fucking big case that's national in the black community is some fucking degenerate Sun man tussling with cops or running from cops or fucking shooting somebody and getting shot by cops. And the women are no different. They're the main advocates for this shit. They're apes too. They're she-boons too.
And like literally, the black community has had two black officers that did everything right in the last week that's been gunned down. And one has been gunned down by goddamn glider.
Yep.
The other one was gunned down at a goddamn library. And these are some men that did everything right and chose to be a part of a profession that was led by white supremacy and make a change, be the change. And they got killed.
And so have these guys got fucking degrees. This guy Bakari Sellers got like a fucking 5 degrees. Shit,
It don't it
PhDs.
don't it don't matter if you're reading from if you're drinking the tea of the mainstream, like it really don't matter. Like I don't think a lot of these guys believe everything that they say.
No, don't. But it's still ape-like behavior because you're doing it. You're still like, think about it, man. These guys live in the community that they're representing is in fucking free fall. I mean, it is bad.
Mr. Franklin did not deserve to die.
It's as simple as that for the attorneys of Anthony Franklin's family, who are fighting for justice after he was shot to death by 3 Austin police officers.
That incident was unjustified. We believe it was murder.
Shortly before midnight on January 15th, police were looking for a man with a gun after receiving multiple 911 calls saying someone was shooting near Lavaca and 5th Street.
There's a guy shooting.
Police say there were 3 officers searching on an APD utility vehicle when they saw 30-year-old Anthony Franklin, who they claimed matched the shooter's description.
Show me your hands!
In the footage, an unidentified man jumps over a ledge, followed by Franklin holding a gun. Franklin, father of 3 daughters, was shot and killed that night by
Who gives a fuck how many daughters this fucking guy's got? Gives a shit.
3
I mean, he
Austin
didn't.
police officers.
You don't shoot a man in the back.
Great point. He didn't give a fuck about how many daughters he had.
Shot and killed that night by 3 Austin police officers.
You don't shoot a man in the back, especially when he's down on the ground. That's exactly what happened.
The attorneys of Franklin's family are calling his death unjustified.
His gun didn't go off. He didn't pull the gun. He wasn't a threat to the officers. He clearly jumped over.
He was only chasing another guy with a gun. They didn't shoot the first guy that came over the fucking ledge.
A rail fell to the ground and was shot and killed. And he was shot multiple times.
Police say they gave Franklin several commands to drop his weapon, claiming Franklin did not comply and ran away from police. His attorneys ask, where's the evidence proving Franklin was ever the shooter they were looking for?
We haven't seen any evidence that he was that shooter. The simple fact is you have 3 daughters who no longer have a father. And respectfully, guns are quite prevalent in the Texas community. And having a gun on your person is not a death sentence crime.
The family wants justice, and that comes in the form of a fair trial for the officers, something the attorneys believe should have been given to Franklin.
We believe these officers committed a crime. Arrest them, book them, charge them. Give them the same fair treatment under the law that he should have gotten.
Now the attorneys of Franklin will be hosting a lawsuit in the upcoming weeks. I'll send it back to you in studio.
Jesus fucking Christ. Salute to True Business, man. He says, yo, shout out to the cash cow. From the jungle to where we are, baby. Life exists when you feel pain. Don't get caught slipping. Just saying. Yeah, man. Salute to my man, Eric S, man, coming through once again, man. Salute to you, bro. Coming through once again, man. And salute to hold on, let me get this one. Salute to Benedict, man. My man Benedict coming through again. I mean, for the first time. Salute to you, Benedict, man. Um, yeah, this is just fucking crazy. This shit is maddening, man. I ain't even gonna lie, man. This shit is maddening.
With negotiations at a standstill, Austin police officers are a little more than a month away from possibly working without a contract. Today, the Austin City Council met in an effort to hammer out a stopgap solution. Fox 7 Austin's John Krinjak joins us in studio with a look at what is being proposed and how the police union is responding tonight. John.
Yeah, Rebecca, a majority of the council is insisting on only negotiating a one-year contract. The police union wants 4. So while they're totally deadlocked on that point, council members say they are trying to reassure officers that things will be okay, even if they end up working without a contract.
This is not a substitute for a contract.
Oh God, you got the fucking Patel on the city council and shit. Fucking bunch of fucking women, Patel, woman.
On Tuesday, Austin City Council took up a proposal aimed at giving cops stability if and when their contract expires at the end of next month.
Many of our police officers are now faced with.
And then this is what the fucking glider man is. This fucking limp dick piece of shit.
A lot of uncertainty.
The ordinance would preserve pay and benefits for officers as stipulated under the current contract, along with a separate objective, solidifying the authority of the Office of Police Oversight to investigate misconduct.
I think that, talking about safety and also asking for oversight are not two separate things.
On Tuesday, Mayor.
Always talking about oversight. Fuck oversight. Safety.
Not two separate things.
On Tuesday, Mayor Kirk Watson also proposed increasing base wages by 4% and adding a pay incentive for maintaining certain staffing levels.
For us to be in a situation where we can attract and retain police officers.
But members agree this falls far short of an actual contract. Last week, the Austin Police Association walked away from negotiations after council refused to take up a 4-year contract, a majority instead supporting a 1-year deal, citing 2 upcoming police-related ballot propositions.
To pay respect to the people of this city when there's a vote coming up in May as it applies to oversight.
In a statement, APA President Thomas Villarreal saying its board has always been open to having conversations around long-term contracts.
These fuckers, fuck these fuckers, man. I hate these people, man. I hate these people. These people suck, man. You got a fucking crime problem, just like, oh my God, Jesus Christ.
Loved ones of a man who was shot and killed at an East Austin gas station gathered this evening to call for justice. They held a protest outside the Shell on East MLK in Springdale. It was in that
East MLK in Springdale. So they have an MLK Boulevard in East Austin. And now they're protesting at the gas station where the guy was killed. I mean, it's almost like the sudden brain creates the same situation everywhere. It doesn't matter where you put us on this globe. We create the same conditions.
They held a protest outside the Shell on East MLK in Springdale. It was in that parking lot that Marquise Demps was shot and killed exactly a month ago. Police say Demps entered the store and got into an altercation with 2 workers, showing a knife and trashing the store. But it was after
I know y'all seen those videos. I showed y'all those videos where the fucking son sister goes in there, her EBT card declines. And she trashed the store. So the son man pulled that move, man. You're a man, though. It may work a little different when you're a fucking 300-pound sun sister in a moo and a fucking bonnet. You're not as threatening. But you a sun man with a knife trashing the store. Yeah, you're a fucking threat. Right, Marcy? Right?
A little bit more threatening, But yeah, I say it's all the same. Just one big aggravation.
Yeah, fucking ape. Salute to Milf Mandy, man. She says, thanks for the best show on YouTube. I'm working but listening and lurking. Yeah, man. Salute to everybody that's listening while they're working, man. Overnight shift people, man. Salute to y'all.
Demps walked back out to his car.
Let me bring this back.
Store and got into an altercation with two workers showing a knife and trashing the store. But it was after Demps walked back out to his car that police say employee Yasin Naz shot him several times.
Because he probably said he was going to get something, right?
Probably, but I mean, when you present a knife, you've already shown. I think you're already showing yourself to be a threat at that point, because you can kill, especially you're inside a convenience store. You can kill someone pretty quickly because the distance is so short.
No, but I think the Sun Man said out of his own big bubble lips, I'm going to get a gun and I'm going to come back and shoot you. Because this guy, why would he follow him? Why would he fucking shoot him after he left? Unless the Sun Man said, I'm going to come back.
Yeah. When you say, never ask some man to leave. I always wonder what happened if you asked him to leave and you tracked him to see where he's going, because you don't want the company. Obviously, if he comes back, he may come back and shoot the place up or shoot somebody. So somebody be a safer bet to actually track him to see where he goes after he leaves.
Some of these things is
the words won't be enough. So if he said, I'm gonna come back and shoot you, and he walking away, you can't shoot him.
No doubt. I mean, I understand that, but I'm just saying, like, what was going on in his mind? Like, I'm not thinking legally when the Sun Man has just menaced me with a knife and trashed my store, and he says,
so you can shoot him. You can shoot him if he menacing you with the knife, and he got the means, and he got the warrant, and he got everything. You know what I'm saying? He got the ability to do so. You can shoot him if he come at you or take a step towards you. But the whole I'll be back and walk away, and if you shoot, then that Patel is in the wrong.
Yeah, that's just so fucked up, man.
But it was after Demps walked back out to his car that police say employee Yasin Naz shot him several times. Naz was charged with first-degree murder, but earlier this month was released from jail on a $250,000 bond, a quarter of the amount originally set. Demps' family and friends are calling his release unjust, pushing back against claims the
first-degree murder won't hold up.
They probably overcharged him because they figured that it was probably something that was justified, and that it may get tossed out.
Yeah, first-degree murder won't hold up. That'll be like a second-degree or manslaughter.
Friends are calling his release unjust, pushing back against claims the shooting was in self-defense and calling for the family-owned store to be shut down.
We're just now realizing that he is out on bond on a leg monitor at home after
like 1,000 sons in the city. That's thousands of them. Yeah.
Hey, wait, and then they fought for that law because it just takes for one person or it takes for that individual to say like it was self-defense, and then now the whole case is turned to you have to prove, like the state has to prove that self-defense did not like it wasn't in that case. You know what I'm saying? They got to prove that self-defense did not exist,
right.
Versus the burden of evidence of him actually committing a homicide,
Yeah.
That's a law that some people fought for.
Exactly. And they fought for fucking being home on a fucking ankle monitor too. They just thought it was going to be for them. They thought it was only going to be just us. Nah, it's justice.
doing something so brutal.
We do want him to go back to jail. We do want something to happen to him for this. This is not what we want. We know what happened here. The police know what happened here. Otherwise, the man wouldn't have been charged. I actually just want justice for my brother. But at the end of the day, Black lives matter. My brother lives matter. And he's
only because the fucking guy who shot him was a Patel. If the fucking guy who shot him wasn't a fucking Patel, they wouldn't be mentioning Black Lives Matter. They wouldn't be protesting. They wouldn't be asking for the place to be shut down. These people are fucking crazy, man. It's like just the race of the guy being. I mean, they literally can stand 200-300 people being killed, black people being killed in their city every year. And the one where it's this guy, after he's been provoked and fucking menaced and fucking pushed to the limit, then they're fucking protesting, talking about Black Lives Matter. These people are fucking insane. And I'm a son. I got a son mind too, man. My brain is son. I have a son brain. I'm not fucking no glider, man, or no Patel or no Tiger. I have a son man brain. It takes a lot to rewire that shit and the software update that shit to not be just like these people, man. So I know I have a son brain too, man. God, these people are fucking bizarre, man. Salute to Diltberg Gag. He says, I had believed when safe cities experience spiraling chaos and crime as the result of BLM and CRT, with some 15K to 20K extra sun bodies since 2012, politicians will reverse. Nope. Woke is a cult. Yeah, they don't care about those bodies. These people are fucking insane. The only thing they care about is this guy's race. The only factor in this is the race of the shooter. They don't give a fuck about that guy that's dead. I promise you they don't give a fuck about him.
That's a tribal mindset.
I mean, CRT has not affected the black community yet. That, like, we have not been affected by CRT. I'm not saying that CRT is a fucking good thing, but CRT is not the issue in the black community.
The specter of it, though, is the specter of it down the pike, coming down the pike. Got a lot of black people talking a lot of stupid shit, too, though.
I mean, we were all raised on that same talk, though.
I was saying,
like that same talk.
Wouldn't CRT be considered this almost like the standard of what's in the black community?
So CRT is what we have been taught by our uncles and cousins at the playground and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's been around for a long time. But I'm just saying, like, legitimizing it, that could be an issue. But I'm talking about as of right now, CRT is not an issue in the black community.
No doubt.
It's like that's one thing that gliders have like noticed, like this is a bad idea, and they kind of jumped in front of that issue. That's the only issue that gliders jumped in front of.
It all sounded like crap. It all sounded like crap when I heard it. Even when I was a little kid, it just didn't make much sense.
Yeah, it's all
I mean, that was my dad. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you kind of gotta see, you gotta live by experience, you know.
Yeah, these people are so fucking racist, man. Salute to MSS66, man, from over in Europe, man. True Business says, you have to prove that your dreads won't get caught in my machinery. Other than that, my insurance won't let me hire you. Just saying. Damn. That's some crazy shit. This is crazy, man. These people are so fucking racist. Saverick says CRT is a tool used to warp the weak-minded.
Him several times.
That he is out on bond on a leg monitor at home after doing something so brutal.
We do want him to go back to jail. We do want something to happen to him for this. This is not what we want. We know what happened here. The police know what happened here. Otherwise, the man wouldn't have been charged. I actually just want justice for my brother. But at the end of the day, Black lives matter. My brother lives matter.
Translation: they want him dead.
He was took from us.
Longtime customers have come to Naz's defense, saying he would never hurt anyone unless he felt he was in danger. We should note Naz has not been indicted for the killing, and Fox 7 reached out tonight to Naz's brother.
Oh, he hasn't been indicted for the killing. Okay.
Nah,
So-
this goes back to that weird line in the sand where you end up in the goddamn Atlantic Ocean. Like, this is where we draw the line. She said that was brutal. Come on, bro.
No, that
This
wasn't
St. Louis. This is St. Louis.
No, this is Austin, Texas.
Even shit, Austin is fucked up too. This is Austin, Texas.
This is anywhere sons are.
And his attorney for comment, but we haven't heard back.
This is literally
loved ones of a man who was shot and killed at an East Austin.
Literally, there's no fucking difference between this place and any other city because so they have an MLK Boulevard where a Sun man was acting a jackass at a fucking gas station and he got his ass smoked. And there's nothing different.
This the fact that she used the word brutal. And we can look at stories where babies have been fucking shot and brutalized and beat up, blunt force trauma and all this other shit. And they won't use those type of words. You know what I'm saying?
No, they won't. They're apes.
Last week, the body of 30-year-old Jason John was found in Lady Bird Lake.
He disappeared a week earlier after a night out with friends on Rainey Street. But this isn't the first time this has happened to a young man in the city's popular nightlife district.
In tonight's Crime Watch, Fox 7 Austin's Shannon Ryan spoke with one family member who says John's death brings back painful memories.
Single mother, 4 kids, you know, and it was like I raised him. That kid was my best friend in the world. You know, he couldn't tear us apart. We were like gravity together.
3 years after his brother Martin disappeared from Rainey Street and was found dead in Lady Bird Lake,
It was like talking in a mirror.
Mitchell Gutierrez retraced his own footsteps,
I can empathize. I don't understand his pain, but I've been there.
helping Rinju John
It is the worst nightmare for a family.
search for his own brother, Jason.
I was just by myself, just trying to I just do my part because I wish I would have had somebody like me helping during my time with Martin. Somebody who knew, unfortunately knew.
Jason, who had also spent the night